Bonjour and welcome or welcome back to my channel, Claude here. Today I'm going to be doing the ancestor messages for the month of November for the people who are born under the Empress card, the Hangman card or the World card. So if you're born under any of these three cards, your ruling number is number 3, which is the number of creative intent, of actualization, growth, expansion, that desire to grow continuously. So if you don't know what your tarot birth card is, I've left you a link in the description box below, and you can just jump there and check it out. So as always, the cards I'll be using will be listed also in the description box below. So I hope you're doing well and that you've had a good month so far. And I want to take this opportunity to thank you for stopping by and choosing to spend some time with me. It's your most precious commodity, and I'm very humbled that you've decided to jump along. So thank you. Now, what do my querents born under the Empress, the Hangman, and the World cards need to hear from their ancestors for their highest good, please? Can you show me clearly? Alright, so your first message is card 62, Will-o'-the-Wisp. Sorry, let me put it down. Treasures hidden in the shadow. So 62 is the card number that can be reduced to number 8, which is advancement. So with the card of treasures hidden in the shadow, there is an element of being tempted by the darkness. That's a message for some of you. But generally speaking, it's the idea that you need to go within and do the shadow work in order to find your true core, because therein lies your power. Something that you may have been bottled up, can't speak English today, something that you may have been bottling up or that you've compartmentalized somewhere may well be the key to the situation at the moment. This is why it says treasures and it's hidden. You have to dig deep to find that little bit of gold. And that little bit of gold can be a nugget of knowledge, a nugget of wisdom, something that you're not aware is there, but it is definitely there. Your ancestors are saying you need to go there, you need to find it. Your second message is Dust Devil, that's card 15, moving out of stagnation. I love this card because I, just generally speaking, like cards that show movement. I don't like stagnant energy because you don't grow when energy is stagnant. And so this is saying that if it's not happened yet, it's going to happen very soon, and things are going to be moving. You may have felt a bit trapped in a situation or in a relationship, or you may have felt like you were in a limbo, half asleep is what I'm hearing, and your ancestors are saying that they're lining things up for you, and it's gonna come like a tornado basically, and it's gonna shake things up and get you out of this period that you may have been experiencing where you're thinking, well, not much happening in my life, I'm stuck, is what I'm hearing as well. This idea of being stuck. And it may well be that this dust devil occurs when you do the shadow work and you go within, and you're going to get some downloads from your ancestors and you're going to gain some insights, and it's going to really move you and shake you up. I'm getting the vibes of the tower energy, you know, in the tarot with this dust devil, so that's the vibes I'm getting from it. And then you've got card 58, Vanishing Mirror, Ego Sublimation. So you see, all of it really is to do with shadow work and shattering the image you have of yourself. Because when people say we have a certain personality, this is just the ego. That's what we show, but this is not your true self. You are a light within yourself. And there is a pot of gold, is what they keep on repeating to me, which is your core. It's within, and you need to go within to find it, because when you do, this is gonna shake you up right to your core, and your ego will not be driving you anymore. It will be your higher self guiding you, and you will be on your path to happiness and fulfillment, because at the moment I'm getting the message that you're trapped, is what I'm getting. So whatever you're trapped in, whether it's a negative pattern of behavior, whether it's a relationship that's toxic, where and you believe you deserve it for some reason. I'm not saying you do at all, by the way. I'm just telling you what they're saying to me. Whether you are stuck in a job that's really, you deserve so much more than that. You need to go deep. You need to do the shadow work, get to the cause, the root of what makes you think that this is what you deserve, because you're going to discover yourself, your higher self, the true light being that you are. And you're going to realize your worth. You're going to realize that you're worth so much more than that. And this is going to create such a tornado within yourself. And suddenly, your ego is not going to be able to control you anymore. You're going to see way past that. And you can see, you have an explosion of the mirror. You've got a dust storm coming. This is going to be very powerful, is what I'm getting. And your ancestors are making you aware of this. So I'm going to grab my tarot deck and clarify those messages for you, because this will bring harmony for you. This will, I don't know, I'm getting the message. This is going to be like a revelation for you. And this is this idea of growth, of always pushing forward, by doing the shadow work, by really digging deep. This is where you get the best growth out of it. And this is a big evolution. Okay. So we have the Ten of Wands. Yep, I'm not surprised to see this card here. The Tower. Didn't I say, oh my god, didn't I say I'm getting Tower vibes from this card? There you go. And the Two of Wands. Yep. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy working behind the scenes that you may not be aware of. We have the Five of Pentacles. So the 5 is a disruptive number. It's a disturbance of the number 4, which is strong foundation and stability. And in order to grow, we need to push through number 4, which is that stability. We need to, like when you're a child and you're growing and your bones ache like hell, that's growing pains. That's what they're saying to me, because Pentacles energy is to do with the 3D world. This is your physical realm, so it's got to do with home, whether it's the buildings and the relationship. Your body is your home as well, okay? And it could be career, jobs, business, education, personal growth. Five of Pentacles talks about a change, and when a change occurs, we have either embrace it or we resist it. And when we resist it, it becomes a challenge because we're not going with the flow. And your ancestors are saying, embrace the change, because it's coming. There is no disputing that, it is coming. So under the treasures hidden in the shadow, you've got the Ten of Wands. Now 10 represents completion, culmination of the suit. Wands is fire energy, so this is desires, passions, and your spirit. The Ten of Wands is saying that you may be feeling exhausted, but you may also be feeling wounded and hurt, because when you give a lot of yourself, with passion, when you do that for a sustained period of time, you acquire wounds, cuts, bruises, and this is really saying that it's time to drop the burden. So this is a successful dropping of the burden, though. This is something people always forget about, or often forget about the Ten of Wands, is that, yes, there is a burden, but you have successfully brought your 10 Wands to where they needed to be. And this is when you find your pot of gold. This is where you find the treasure. This is through the pain, through the growing pain, through the effort that you put into something, that you see your true self, if you allow yourself to go within. And as I said, Tower vibes I was getting, well, there it is. So Tower is a major arcana. So this is a big energy. This is a card to note. This is neither positive nor negative. It's a neutral card. But it does indicate that it's going to have a longer term effect on your life path. And a tower talks about an abrupt, sudden change. So yes, it can be loss. It can be the destruction of something that was built but not on strong foundations. Remember when I said the 5 is disruption of the 4, which is the stability, because if you think about it, a bed has 4 corners, a table has 4 corners, that kind of idea. So there's something coming out of nowhere, something that's going to rock your world, literally. And very often I'll say this, when we are in a situation and we've become complacent, or we know the situation, the relationship, the job no longer serve us or do not emotionally fulfill us, but we stay there because it's convenient, it's our safe zone, then in the universe, or God, or your ancestors, your angels, whoever you work with, will shake us out of it. Basically, they will send an event or put someone on your path that's going to completely redirect you, because it is necessary for you to fulfill your life purpose, to be emotionally happy, live a better life. So this is something that's going to happen for you. Do not fear it, embrace it, is what they're saying. This is orchestrated by your ancestors. They're helping you move forward. And once that happens, and you get that breakthrough, and you see your true self, and you've gone past the roles and images that people have put on you, I have to say it because that's exactly how they worded it, then you realize that the world is at the palm of your hand. The 2 of Wands is coming to a crossroad and looking at whether you're going to go left or right, wanting to find the path that's going to provide you with the most growth and the most excitement, because Wands, as I've explained with the 10 of Wands, are to do with your spirit, your passion, your desire. And this is going to be a complete new path for you. And this is you empowered by this tower moment, by what you found in the darkness, in the shadow. And this is you thinking, okay, now I've got 2 doors that have opened for me, and I can go left or right, and I just need to choose which one is going to be the best for me. And only you knows the answer to this, and you will know it in your gut. Trust your intuition. You will be guided. You'll know because you would have found the treasure that's in the shadows, so you'll know which way to go. But the card is saying to me that you're going to realize just how much is possible for you now, which you didn't see before. This is going to be eye-opening for you. So can we have some final messages from Aquarians, please? And it is interesting because, if you are born under the hangman, you have this unique perspective, this kind of visionary aspect to you, which will enable you to see that. If you're born under the world, this is that drive of always wanting to do your best, wanting to actualize things. And as the Empress, it is that desire to rule in your own right, that drive to be yourself and have the confidence to be yourself. So I find that very interesting. Okay. Go deeper. New moon in Scorpio. I'm not surprised to see this. You see, this is the treasures hidden in the shadow. Dig deep is exactly what I said to you. And there is a lot of green on this card, the heart chakra color. Just go within, even if it's painful. Just really dig deeper, and when you feel resistance, push further, push past it, is what they're saying, because that's how you're going to grow. And your final message is the full moon in Pisces, forgive. This could be forgiving somebody, if they are the people who kept you in that stagnation, in and who stopped you from seeing your true worth. Or it's forgive yourself. There may be something that's deeply buried, that subconsciously you're not even aware, you don't want to look at, and it's because you feel maybe ashamed or you feel responsible for something, and the message clearly here is forgive yourself. What's in the past is in the past, and everything that we do, whether good or bad, is something that helps us grow, and it is what you make of this experience that obviously makes it worthwhile or not. So go deeper, push past the resistance, and forgive yourself or somebody, so that you can have that ego sublimation, so that you can have that moment of revelation, and you can finally move forward. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If you found this message helpful in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. I wish you a beautiful month, and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.